Good afternoon. Welcome to the Riverhead Central School District Regular Board of Education meeting for October 22nd. I had a roll call. Ms. Murphy?
Present.
Mr. Wallace?
Present.
Ms. Healy? Ms. Redmond? Ms. Freeborn? And Dr. Gonzalez. Thank you. And can I get a motion to go into executive session to discuss the employment of a particular person or corporation?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. All in favor? And the motion passes, and we will be back at 7 p.m. Thank you. Good evening. Welcome back to the Riverhead Central School District Board of Education meeting for October 22nd, 2025. Can I get a motion to return to open session?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second?
Second. Thank
you, Ms. Murphy. All in favor? And motion passes. Please stand for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dirk. Others. Ready. Cut. And. Ace. Vote. Word. Hard.
Our district clerk has an announcement to make about translation services.
Good evening. Translation services are available with Ms. Cass in the back. If you require services or would like them, please see her.
Muy buenas noches, les damos la bienvenida a la Junta Educativa del Distrito de Riverhead. Si necesitan interpretación, por favor comuníquense conmigo en la parte de atrás. Gracias.
Thank you. We have our student representative, Eric, with his report.
Good evening, everyone. To start off, we have Phillips Avenue School. Phillips Avenue recently launched its Helping Hands program, a leadership and mentorship initiative for fourth graders who demonstrate a strong commitment to kindness, responsibility, and collaboration. These students serve as role models, helping to create a supportive and inclusive school environment. The school also celebrated its Citizens of the Month and PE leaders, honoring students who consistently show that they are safe, respectful, and responsible. Families were invited to join in celebrating their children's achievements alongside the school community. Riley Avenue School. The school year is in a full swing at Riley. Students recently welcomed Riverhead High School athletes as part of their Homecoming Spirit Week, showing their Blue Waves pride and building connections between our youngest learners and our older students. Riley also enjoyed exciting visits from the Harlem Wizards, Stony Brook Dental School, and the Riverhead Fire Department Smokehouse program. And the students are looking forward to Thursday's Rocket Drone Assembly. We're extremely grateful for these strong community partnerships that help provide fun, educational opportunities for all our students. Acabog Elementary School. A huge thank you goes out to the PTO, staff, and community for making the Acabog Fall Festival such an incredible success. Families enjoyed a wonderful day filled with activities, games, and celebration. Our fourth graders have also been working closely with Riverhead CAP over the past 2 months, focusing on goal setting, decision making, managing emotions, and effective communication. Additionally, 6 students who participated in the Summer Read to Lead Challenge earned an opportunity to serve as principal for the day. They led the morning announcements, helped organize school-wide events, and got to experience a school leadership firsthand. Roanoke Avenue School. At Roanoke, students and staff have been busy giving back through the Socktober collection drive. So far, 153 items, including socks, hats, gloves, and scarves, have been gathered for the Marines Haven, with donations continuing through the end of the month. student council members who will also meet with the director of Marines Havens to learn more about ways to support our local community. In addition, Roanoke is launching its Under the Sea school-wide themed with an assembly this Friday. Throughout the year, students will explore ocean life, conservation, and geography through lessons, live morning announcements, and themed assemblies, with even some potential field trips planned. Pulaski Street School. Pulaski students are showcasing creativity and teamwork through drama club auditions for the upcoming school production. Meanwhile, the Garden Club has been hard at work renovizing the school's outdoor spaces by clearing weeds and preparing the gardens for new seasonal plantings. A wonderful example of Pulaski pride in action. Riverhead High School. Homecoming was a spirited celebration of Blue Waves Pride. The week featured themed Spirit Week activities, a high-energy pep rally, and the annual parade through downtown Riverhead. The Riverhead Athletic Club also hosted its first annual Hall of Fame induction and celebration, honoring outstanding Blue Waves alumni. Thank you to students, staff, and the community for making Homecoming 2025 a memorable showcase of Riverhead pride.
Thank you, Eric. Moving on, we have our superintendent report. Good evening, everyone. First of all, great to see everyone here tonight. This is a fantastic evening when the room is full and I see the children are ready to go. The first thing that we're going to take care of this evening is board recognition. What I'll do is I'll just start off first and foremost with the two people I'm responsible for. First, Eric is our student representative. I mean, he just does an amazing job. I mean, would you agree? I mean, he goes out and does this on his own. Sean O'Hara is our high school building principal and has certainly mentored him, but honestly, Eric, you're going above and beyond each week. He even came over the summer. It's amazing that he is here grabbing more information than maybe I even know. I have to wait to the end of the week to do my board or my weekly update to the community, and he already has it down. So really just a tremendous effort, and I really appreciate all the hard work that you're putting into this as a volunteer. And he even has a job called school that he does, and at the same time he's being here each week, and really appreciate your efforts. So when I first came aboard, one of the things that you do is you get sworn in when basically you're in the office. First day, July 1, get sworn in. Who do I go see? I go see Dawn. And Dawn just puts everything together for us. I mean, if you take a look at everything that's taking place in this room here today, she does that. Every board agenda item, everything that we go through conversations about and get approvals on. That process starts for the next board agenda. Will start tomorrow. It's not like, okay, we got through this and she gets to take a break. It doesn't happen. There have been times when she'll come in and take care of things over the weekend. I had to find that out. And, you know, say you're allowed to have a weekend as well. But I really can't ask for anybody better to really work with us and do all the things that the board is asking of you, what we ask of you. Honestly, I don't know how you do it, and I really do appreciate everything you do. Dawn. So what we do now is each board member is a representative to each of the buildings, and a liaison to the buildings, and I'm not sure if you all worked it out who's going first, but I'm going to hand it over to the building principals to go ahead and take the lead on this one. So you're up. Brand new principal, brave, love it.
So your families can see it. Kaur, and I'm here to thank our Riley Avenue Board of Education liaison, Kelly Freeborn, who I usually call Mom instead. She is kind like when she helps anyone who needs it. She is smart like when she helps me with my math homework. Our school is really lucky that she is also dependable because she is always there when we need her.
Hi, my name is Charlotte, and my mom, Erica Murphy, has been working so hard to help us have great schools and activities. I know another school is going to say how more kind and sweet and hardworking she is, but I just wanted to join Cora to say
Thank you for everything you do.
Good evening, my name is Juniper. Good evening, my name is Arturo. Tonight we are proud to recognize Dr. Gonzalez, a dedicated member of the Riverhead School District Board of Education. Born in Puerto Rico, Dr. Gonzalez was inspired by his mother to become a psychologist, a dream he worked hard to achieve. Today, he works at Cohen's Children's Hospital and also serves as a college professor. Dr. Gonzalez is bilingual, just many people of us students and share how this helps him contact with others and understand their stories. Recently, he took his time during his lunch and meet with the Roanoke Avenue Elementary School Student Council, where he spoke about his journey to success and encouraged us to believe in ourselves and follow our dreams. Dr. Gonzalez shared how much he loves Riverhead, its diversity, its beautiful beaches, and its wonderful stores. He said he truly enjoys learning about our programs and listening to the people who make our community so special. We are so honored and grateful to have board member like Dr. Gonzalez. Thank you for inspiring us.
Hi, I'm Brittany Callahan, and I'm a fourth grade teacher at Phillips Avenue. And this is,
Hi, I'm Griselda Aguirre, and I'm a fourth grade teacher at Phillips Avenue.
and Mrs. Healy. We just wanted to say thank you for everything you do for our building and our staff and our children, and we're very grateful for you. And this is a poem the fourth grade wrote for you.
Hi, my name is Kenya Reyes, and I'm going to be reading a poem. A member of the board, a guiding hand for all the students in our land, your service given a thoughtful deed, your plan and nurture education seed. The late night meetings, the tough decisions, you work for our school, ambitious visions. You listen, you plan, you strategize and care, so every child has a chance to share. For futures built on solid grounds, for every voice that is safe and sound, for tireless efforts and steady grace, you thank you for making our school a better place. So from us all, we want to say your leadership brightens our way. With heartfelt thanks, we give you this cheer for all you've given through the passing years. Love, Phillips Avenue staff and students.
Good job, sweetie. Really good job.
Hi, my name is Caroline Massaro. I'm a fourth grade ENL teacher here at Aquabog Elementary School.
Hi, my name's Kaden, and I go to Aquabog Elementary School.
We wanted to write a poem to thank Mrs. Redmond for all she does for us at our school. And Caden's going to read it for you.
The title is called Thank You. Thank you for all that you do, helping our school for what it's come to. Art supplies to show our creativity, never saying no to our ideas, kids playing and working together. You help us be a strong team. Our classroom feels like a family, understanding, supportive, and thoughtful. Thank you for making Aquabog an amazing place to be.
And we made a poster for you. Go ahead.
Good evening. My name is Carly Lucarelli. I am a 6th grade special ed teacher at Pulaski, and we have brought 2 students from our student council to honor Erica Murphy.
Hi, I'm Jillian Hatton, 5th grade teacher at Pulaski.
We are so proud to recognize Mrs. Murphy for her incredible dedication, leadership, and continued support of the Pulaski Street community. Her commitment to education, service, and giving back inspires us all. In addition to serving as one of our dedicated board trustees, Mrs. Murphy brings a wealth of experience as an accountant and a retired member of the New York National Guard, where she served with honor for 20 years. She continues to give back by working with the 7 Eagle Group, helping veterans find meaningful careers in technical fields.
Ms. Murphy is also an impactful member of the Pulaski Street PTO, where she is actively involved in making Pulaski Street the best place for us to be. We are so thankful for her. Despite her many commitments, Ms. Murphy always finds time to visit classrooms, share her experiences, and learn firsthand about the incredible work happening at Pulaski. Thank you, Mrs. Murphy, for your dedication and unwavering support you provide to our school community. We love you.
You did it. It's done. You can breathe.
Good evening. I have John Redenzo, our student government representative here at the middle school.
Hello and good evening. My name is John Rodesno. I was previously the 7th grade student president of the Riverhead Middle School, and today I'd like to share with all of you what I learned about what it means to be a board member, specifically Mr. Scudder. Most people don't know what it means to be a board member, like Mr. Scudder, and I didn't know either until recently. Board members set the goals for both students and teachers, set a budget for the school, and listen to any concerns and needs from parents and students to make our district better. It's funny because it's sort of like student government. We hear out students for any needs that they need, but the only difference is that the board has the final say. We can't do anything about it. Being a board member is a volunteer job, which means they don't get paid, which makes me feel great to know that people like Mr. Scudder are willing to do this job because they want to help us and want nothing in return. I'd like to end this off with thanking Mr. Scudder and all the other board members for their work helping the district, students, and parents. On behalf of all of us at Riverhead Middle School, thank you for everything you do to help us ride the way with pride. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Riverhead High School, we would like to thank each of you for all that you do for our students and our programs. We really appreciate each and every one of you. This evening, we would like to invite Caleb Gatto, senior from Riverhead High School, to recognize Mr. Wallace.
It is my honor and privilege to introduce Mr. Matthew Wallace, not only as a former student, but as a proud member of the community he has so faithfully served over 7 years on our Board of Education. Mr. Wallace's distinction extends far beyond his tenure on the board. He has dedicated himself to his community as an educator, a coach for both PAL football and lacrosse, and a devoted father. Professionally, he serves as a nurse at Northwell Family Medicine in Riverhead, where he has been recognized for his outstanding commitment to patient care and community service. Yet even beyond these roles, Mr. Wallace's impact continues. He has served our community as both a former captain of the Wading River Fire Department and as the current fire commissioner. Over his 35 years as EMS and fire service, he has saved countless lives across Suffolk County through his quick action and expertise. His heroism has been I'm gonna try that one more time. His heroism has been recognized through multiple merits, including a letter of merit for his bravery during the 1995 wildfires and his title as Firefighter of the Year, the year of 2007, for saving the life of a high schooler following a motor vehicle accident. Mr. Wallace's lifelong passion for service and leadership stands as a true inspiration for us all. On behalf of the entire community, I extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering dedication, not only in educating and guiding our youth, but in protecting and uplifting those around you. Thank you, Mr. Wallace, for everything you do and everything you will undoubtedly continue to do.
Okay, so let's not go anywhere. First and foremost, we're going to take a picture in just a second, but to the students, outstanding. I'm just so proud to be your superintendent, to see how you came up without hesitation, the confidence you exude, the way that you present, just truly amazing. And thank you to the teachers and administrators and other faculty that have helped them along. But more than any of those, to the parents and guardians, thank you so much. I am so honored to be here and to work with all of you and this board to do the great things that we're doing here in Riverhead. So we greatly appreciate that, and thank you for coming out this evening. But children and board members, we're going to take a picture right over there. So if you wouldn't mind.
All right, so for everybody that just took a picture, you're welcome to stay, but at the same time, we understand it's late if you'd like to go, and I know it's a school night, so have a good evening. Thank you. Okay, so next up, hopefully, Brian, you're not going anywhere. You gonna take a picture? All right. Right now, we're going to go ahead and recognize some staff. I guess I'm going to wait for Brian to come back, so maybe I'll skip that. No. There was a situation at Aquabog Elementary School in which there were many people that really helped to assist the situation, and what I can tell you is that it's a team effort. 95% of the time, school runs. The buses roll in, and we educate, and the buses come, pick them up, and go home. But there are other times where everybody has to come together, and in those moments, you see real heroism and people doing great work for our kids and really care for our children. And I received a notification that there was a situation in Aquabog, and it was handled as they were telling me about it. It was already done. And so what I'll do is I'll let Brian go ahead and tell a little bit of this, but in the end, what I can say is that we are just so proud to have great people working here in this district. Brian, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you to our Board of Education for the opportunity to recognize some incredible staff members. Last week we saw just an awesome display of care and teamwork at our school, and these staff members definitely deserve to be recognized. Our fourth grade two-hand touch football games can get pretty intense, but usually just end with smiles and laughter, but in this situation it became serious when we saw that a student was very significantly injured. These staff members came together so quickly and with so much care for this student. It was absolutely incredible. They stuck with him all the way from that first moment up until days later, getting all the updates, sharing the updates with us, and I'm really happy to say that the student's doing really well. He was back in school this week actually, which was incredible, far better than we could have anticipated in that moment. So if you could come up when you hear your name, I'll start with our nurse, Dawn Carrera. Our fourth grade teacher and this student's teacher, Mrs. Paula Almonte. And our school resource officer, Officer Cassantine, was on the spot, on the scene, right there.
You're very nice. Thank you.
And our security guard, Mr. Terrence Laird, who is often the one throwing the footballs out of recess. He's got quite an arm. I couldn't be here tonight, but he just stepped up, and he was incredible, and one of the reasons the situation was able to be handled so well. So we're super appreciative of Terrence, and we'll get this to him tomorrow. Thank you guys so much, and thank you.
All right, so don't go anywhere. So also in that mix, only because they can't recognize themselves, Jack and Kenny, our assistant principal, giving information, updates, just really coordinating the whole event and doing a remarkable job, and then allowing Brian Miltenberg, the principal, to go ahead and communicate with all of us, emergency personnel. Again, just a team effort. I knew everybody was in great hands, so you're being recognized as well, so congratulations. Oh yeah, oh, there'll be another picture. Oh yeah, the whole board and all of you and me, let's go. All right, so next up, we're going to bring up our Director of Facilities, Mr. Anthony Martino, who's going to give us an update on all the facilities, really since some of it was in the spring, and a lot of it really started on July 1. The first picture I received was parking lots that were paved. I think it might have been day 2. And you know, usually when you start a position, you start slow. I don't think Anthony knows what that is. He was just going and meeting people. I didn't have to introduce him. He just went, introduced himself, and everybody just started working. And just an incredible amount of work that's been done. So we've asked Anthony to go through those pictures as well this evening and give a little context. So Anthony, all yours.
Thank you. It's nice to be here tonight. First, I just want to say I was really impressed with the students, the way they spoke. I was kind of nervous because they didn't make me look bad because they spoke so well. So that was very impressive. Just want to go through some of the stuff we achieved this summer. I hit the ground running, and we seemed to get a lot of stuff done, and I'm pretty proud of everything we got done. The first slide just shows all the schools and what was, that we did work in. I'm going to go to the next slide, which is the high school. We did some renovations, courtyard cleanups, interior courtyard, staff bathrooms on the first and second floor. So the first slide is the before picture of the courtyard. Second slide is the after, and that was all done in-house, no outside people. It's all our guys. This is our bathrooms. We did faculty bathrooms, women's and men's on the first floor, and on the second floor we went with epoxy instead of tile. It's much more sanitary, it's easier to clean, and it's longer lasting. That was the high school, and then we move on to the middle school. We did a lot of tree trimming, a lot of bushes removed, hallways. If you see the floors, I'm pretty proud of them when you walk in. And gym floor renovation, that was done in April, so I can't take the credit for that one, but the first slide is, this is the tree. If you notice how low the tree was hanging, we were worried about kids running into it, and I couldn't capture in the picture, but we had a lot of dead bushes that we removed, again, all done in-house by our guys. That's the tree trimmed up, and those are all the bushes that were removed. We added some mulch and cleaned it up. And these are our floors, so our guys are basically now competing to see who has better floors in the schools. That stays like that. That's not wax. That's it's a diamond blade that we cut it with, and we just buff it twice a week, and we have that shine for at least 10 years. It's guaranteed. So those are our floors. Makes me happy when you can see the light in the floors, because that just shows they're clean, and for some strange reason, it brings me a lot of pleasure. And this was done before I came, but it was really done well. I went in and saw they stripped it down, took all the old urethane off the floors, went to the bare wood, repainted, sealed, 4 coats, really excellent job. And we have a Riverhead logo in the middle, so and you can see it just makes a world of difference. Then we go to Pulaski, which personally I think is one of our prettiest buildings. Every time I drive by it, I just look at it. And coming from Brooklyn, our schools look nothing like that, so it looks like a college campus to me. So just to say, it's just really nice. So we did some work in there. We changed lights over to LED, so we get better lighting, and it saves us in electric. This floor, 2 weeks before school opened, we went to strip it, and the tiles started popping up. So our guys in-house put down the new flooring, and we went through all the trailers, and we found all this tile remaining in the district, so we had no cost on material. The whole project cost us $100 to do, a whole floor. So our guys jumped in. They came in on a Saturday, they came in on a Sunday, they stripped it, they put it down. I can't say enough about how quickly they reacted, and it's a professional job. It looks great. This is a new electrical panel, so we had the main service brought in, and then our guys again did all the tie-ins, which saved us just a tremendous amount of money. They tied in each individual thing to the breaker. Again, that wasn't even on overtime, that was during regular time, so it was significant savings. So this is our Project Fits, and you'll see it in every school. We bought certified FIBAR, which is what's supposed to be there, and each Project Fit now is 14 inches of fiber, so if a kid falls or something, that's what's required. There's plenty of cushioning, and it looks a lot better. Did I skip one? Fiber. Yep. So this is Pulaski. If you look, you see all the signs now. So we have, every door has a number and a braille for if there's a child who can't see, they can have the braille. And if you look down, I worked with this with Terry Colhane also. So if, God forbid, there is some type of emergency, or just in general for teachers or new students, if you look down the hallway, you can tell where every classroom is. Every hallway intersection has a placard, so you know which way to go. I think it really made a big difference. And the intent is to keep this going to all the buildings. And then we go to Aquabog, which, again, is another one of my favorite schools. The first slide. So every time I walked into the building, I just didn't like the red. I don't, you know, so I talked with administration and said, look, you know, I really want to start doing school colors in the schools, and they agreed with me, and I can't say enough about how supportive they have been to me. So that's what the hallways look like now. It just brings, so I had a security guard there tell me that she's been in the building for over 20 years, and every day she would come in and be like, oh my, I can't look. And she was like, I came in over, because it was done, we closed school on Friday, we were off Monday, Tuesday they came back to school, and that's what it looked like. And we changed all the lighting in the hall to a brighter LED, and she said it was the first time in 20 years that she was happy to walk down the hall, so that really made me feel well. If you look at this is the side of Aquabog. If you look at the left hand, my left hand side, that's was there, and our guys in-house trimmed it all the way back. It's just easy to walk. We found signs that we didn't know existed, but that are needed, but it really makes a difference walking down that side. It's a big improvement. And then we had this large tree in the front of the school where during fire drills, kids would go on there, parents would go on there, students, and we were losing limbs, and it was not in good shape. I had several tree companies came out. They gave me very, very high estimates and long lead time. So again, I appealed to our guys, and they did it on a Saturday. By Saturday afternoon, we were seated and graded. So again, I can't say enough about what the guys have been. You're only as good as the supportive staff you have around you, and I've been fortunate since I'm here. This is the bathroom we did in Aquabog. That's what it looked like. Again, I did the epoxy because I'm a big fan of the epoxy. As we know, grout lines, young kids, stains, germs. We can't, with epoxy, it's a much cleaner and sanitary space. And that's what Project Fit looked like before. And then our guys, that's what it looked like when they were done. New railroad ties, all new certified rebar, 14 inches, so made a big difference. And we had a company come in and power wash all the limestone sills. And you can see the difference just when you pull up, it looks like a new building. And we had a brand new playground installed for kindergarten, which came out really nice. And they had a ribbon cutting ceremony, and kids were so excited. And we actually had our insurance inspector walk through today, and he was raving about it. So that's always a great thing. And we go to Phillips Avenue. So when I pulled up to Phillips, well, this is the library. This was done prior to me, but it was done well. New paint, new floors, new covering on the walls. It's a nice, usable space, nice and clean, very, very well done. We had the cafeteria painted. It was done over the weekend by an outside contractor. He did a great job, brightened up. It was the picture doesn't represent the difference in the white. It's a much brighter space, cleaner. We had new tables brought in. The old tables, I want to say, were nice, but these are really, really nice. The old tables definitely served their purpose, but this is a big improvement, much easier to clean, much more sanitized. We put flooring down in the portables. You see the new flooring, which is great. What also happened was there was a lot of repairs done to the floor underneath, which was needed, so the floor isn't spongy. So this is an LVT floor, which is great. And it just made a total difference in the room. So the left, to my left again, that was the front of the school when I drove up. And I was like, well, I can't see the school. So again, I went to our guys and I said, look, I need this to look better. I need it to look like a school. I need it to be something to be proud of. We took out 18 trees and 38 bushes in a weekend, and then mulch and everything, so it just made a world of difference. And we go to Riley. This is our guys painting the crosswalks, because I asked them to, and they did, and it was great. We had some repairs that were done for now. I mean, they did a great job. We're working on bathrooms, and again, the administration is very supportive of me, so we have a plan. But that's work that was all done in-house, nothing from the outside contractors, and it cleaned up very nicely. So if you look at the left, again, I drove up and I was like, all right, we have a lot of different plantings. So we got rid of them, and we graded everything out, and we seeded, and it's a much neater and more manageable and an easier way to just maintain it to look clean up when we pull up. And we go to Roanoke, unique school for me. First time I've ever been to a 3-story elementary school. So, just saying. So we repaved, we grinded the old asphalt down, repaved it, repainted the whole parking lot with arrows, directional arrows. It makes a world of difference. We have no puddling. It really makes a big difference. Again, Project Fit, same thing, railroad ties, certified 5-bar, 14 inches. So when I went there, I looked at the floors, which were on the left, and I was like, guys, we can't, I don't want people walking on these floors. So I showed them the way, well, I don't know if I can say that. We worked together and worked out a process how to get them looking the way I wanted, and that's what we have on the right. And I think you can see the difference. This is the bathroom in the nurse's office. So we put the rolling door because it makes it handicapped. I can get a wheelchair through that door like that without having a door jam. And again, we did the epoxy grab bars, and it came out really, really, really nice. The nurse is very happy, and so that's good because every time I walk in there, she compliments me, so that makes me feel good. And this is a room that we split in half to make 2 rooms. It was done by an outside contractor. Dr. Hagan came when I started, gave some input, so we changed it, and now it's really nice, and it works. The 2 teachers seemed very happy with the space they had, so it was a great utilization of space. From one large room, we have 2 functioning rooms, so it worked out well. This is some nice pictures of us digging pipes. This is bringing electric to the new welcoming center, registration center. So our guys did that in-house. The electric was run by a contractor, but our guys dug it up and laid all the pipe work and fixed the concrete, so it was all done in-house. And it was a big project, and the guys knocked it out. And this is the bus depot, all repainted. Some of it was repaved, the other was seal coated and repainted, but it's nice and clean, and everybody knows where to park their cars. There's spots, you can see it, it makes it much safer. And that's pretty much what we got done over the summer. I just want to thank you guys for all the support you guys give us. And I can't stress enough, the guys that I have working under me are coming to me now for overtime saying, hey, you know what? For instance, there's a maintenance guy in Aquabach, Rocky. He called me today and said, hey, is there any way I could work tomorrow? I want to finish painting some more door jambs to continue finishing. So everybody's taking a real pride in their building. It's showing. They're competing on floors. They're taking pride in their building. So it just makes me so happy that everybody's buying into our program and taking, having some faith in me and working with me, and it's starting to show. And it makes me feel good that the kids, I'm hoping I'm making a much better place for them to come to school every day. That's what I got. So, thank you.
Anthony, I'd just like to say thank you. Like, I know we've talked and met, and then as a number of board members went through the facilities in the beginning of the school year, and the work that you've done since you've been, I know some of that work was done, like the gym floors before you got here, but that work that you've done since you've been here, like you got here and just hit the ground running, and you have a lot of ideas, and you've done great work, and always within mind of saying, how can I do this that it looks great, and that it's functional, and it's as cheap as can be, which is awesome that you're thinking that into. So you and your staff are doing a wonderful job, and thank you.
If I can just add also that I think we should all get T-shirts that say "We Heart Anthony" and "We Heart Epoxy." But I echo Jim's sentiment about Anthony's leadership and the incredible talent that we have collectively of our maintenance staff and groundskeeping staff, because the amount of money that you are saving us by tapping into the talent that we already have here is just incredible. And we're grateful for that. The taxpayer is grateful for that. I'd also like to thank Dr. Carazano, because I know she has a real eye for this as well. And she also has the daunting task of figuring out the money part. But the reality is that the moment that she came to our district, she looked around and said, we need to improve. And she has a specific eye for the little details, the things, a shiny floor that Anthony was able to give us, bathrooms where we have fixtures that are fixed. And so thank you for your leadership and for working with Anthony and his incredible staff, and to the board for supporting all of your efforts.
Okay, moving on, do we have any public comments on the agenda items? Do we have any online comments on agenda items? Okay. Can I get a motion to accept the consent agenda? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. All in favor? And the motion passes. Moving on to new business. Letter A, we have approval of an MOA with the RTAA, the Riverhead Teachers Assistants Association, and that will begin on July 1st, 2025, so going back from July 1st, all the way through June 30th of 2030. Can I get a motion to accept the MOA?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Healy. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Any questions or comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter B, designation of board members on committee. This is one for the Community Involvement and Language Access Advisory Committee, and the other is for the Policy Committee. And it's for the board of Dr. Gonzalez, Ms. Redmond, and myself on the Community Involvement and Language Access, and for the policy is Ms. Freeborn, Dr. Gonzalez, and Ms. Murphy. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Any questions or comments?
The only change was on policy was the change out of the district administrator, because those were the,
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention the district administrator.
yeah, that was what the change was there.
Right. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yes, I didn't mention the administrators. All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter C. This is an acceptance of the annual financial statements for the Riverhead Central School District. This is the annual statements that ending for the fiscal year of June 30th, 2025. This was performed and prepared by the Bonadillo Group, the certified public accountants, and it will be submitted to New York State Department of Education, and it's also for the Extra Classroom Activities Fund. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Redmond. Any questions or comments?
No.
All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter D, this is acceptance of the Town of Southampton WQIP grant, which is the Water Quality Improvement Grant. So the Town of Southampton is doing a revitalization project down in Southampton, and they are putting in sewage treatment plant, and they were able to ascertain for us a $900,000 grant that will go to Phillips Avenue Elementary School to change them over from cesspools into a sewage, to connect to the sewage treatment plant. Did I say it was $900,000? Because it is $900,000. Yes. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Healy. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Consent agenda? Yeah, we did. Yeah. Letter E, this is a correction for approval for the tax levy appropriation. So we did this last meeting, but there's one correction that had to be made for the Riverhead Library for the town of Southampton portion. Last month it was $799,601. The correct number, which is in this month's meeting, is $799,501, so $100 off. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Redmond. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter F, approval of the first reading of new and revised board policies. So the first one is 1230, public comment at board meetings. The second one is 2245, which is a new one, position of the ex officio student member of the board. 4321.12, timeout and physical restraint. 4321.12-E.1, parent notification of use of timeout room and physical mechanical restraint. 4327, homebound instruction. 5300, code of conduct. 5500, student records. 8113, extreme heat condition days. That's from a new law from New York State. That's a new policy. And 9240, recruiting and hiring. Can I get a motion to accept the first readings? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Any questions, comments?
I do with the first one on public comments. I'm not in favor of changing it to just residents, so because it's a public meeting, and I still feel that with that, that's kind of hard to discriminate who's like a resident, non-resident, and I believe the public should be able to still make comments. I also, let's see. Yes, so I'd like to keep that, and I know that you changed, like, I guess any district group or organization. So I don't like, I would like to keep the policy the way it is. I do know that you brought up about speaking more than once. So, I mean, I'm kind of open to that, but I do know I was that person that used to get back up again, you know, especially if I heard a comment and I either from somebody else and wanted to, you know, come back up and clarify or something, my thoughts on that. So I think what else should change here? Yes, so I'm in favor of keeping our policy the same. I just think it just opens up, like say if you have a child whose parent isn't a resident, or you have district taxpayers, like they own property here. I mean, just, you know, it just opens up some things there.
I concur with Mrs. Healy on this point of either keeping the policy as is or having further discussion on the policy committee. I think that as a public meeting, it is also the Board of Ed's meeting, and that we have the ability to control the meeting as we see fit. Whether it's, you know, we already say that it's only 20 minutes for public comment. We have the ability to cut it off at 20 minutes. We have the ability to cut people off at 3 minutes when they've had their turn. People who come to the podium have the ability to, if they feel that they need to share more, they do have the ability to follow up with an email to the Board of Ed, to the superintendent. In this day and age where freedom of speech is something that we hold dear, but that we also know can be easily taken away. And I think at the local level particularly, we owe it to the taxpayers, to the students, to the parents, to business owners, if they see fit to come to speak to us. I think that we have a duty to provide the opportunity. Thank you.
I was even thinking we have teachers, staff that don't live in district, and, you know, I mean, don't think we have as many comments as we used to have in the past. We used to have a full house, a lot of, with the, I remember back in my day, with the board. And to me, I think there's just there's parameters within, or guidelines within this current policy that it is just up to the board and whoever is chairing, the board president, to, if things they thought getting out of hand, you just take control. You got to take control of the meeting. So if groups come up, that they have to have, maybe one representative to, for speaking. So those are my thoughts.
I would say that I'm not on the policy committee, but I have an understanding and an agreement with them with changing it to residents only. I think even if it's in the policy that it's residents only, you can always make certain exceptions. I would make exceptions for anyone who owns a business but maybe doesn't live here but pays taxes here to be able to speak. I just think of it from a point of view as we do get a lot of meetings where there's not as many public speaking, but we do get some meetings where there are a lot of public comments, and I'm just thinking from the point of view is if you live here and you have a child that goes here and you pay taxes here, when you go to work, it's a long day, you come home, you have things to do with your kids. If you feel like you have something important to say at a board meeting, if it's really busy, I would like to give deference to the residents before somebody who say, maybe just lives in Shirley and just happens to want to comment on something that's going on in Riverhead. So I feel like sometimes if there's a lot of people that want to comment, residents shouldn't have to wait till maybe 10:30. Just would we give people who don't live here the opportunity to speak? And again, I would make difference to people who maybe don't live here but own a business here and they pay taxes here. Also looking at allowing people to make a second comment, I'd be open to looking at that, being able to come back up a second time to make a comment, because sometimes the 3 minutes cutoff is maybe too short, depending on what they have to say. So that I would be open to. That's it? No other board comments? Okay. All in favor for the first reading? All noes? Okay, and motion passes. It's still 4. Moving on to letter G, renewal of contracts. This is for the district solicited a proposal for educational behavioral services back on March 5th, 2024, and the contract was made with Out East Therapy of New York for OT, PT, SLP, RN, and psychology services. So that contract was up on June 30th, 2025, and we'd like to renew that, extend that contract from July 1st, 2025 through June 30th of 2026. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter H, approval of disposal of surplus. It's two mowers. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Redmond. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter I, approval of donations. We have 2. One is from Brian Stark and Ethan Greenidge. I think there's supposed to be a D in there. IDGE. Both offered a donation of $2,500 to Phillips Avenue Elementary School for school supplies and student needs. I'm sorry, Ethan, about the misspelling. I don't want to upset him. He could probably twist me into a pretzel. And the second one is Kate's Angels has offered a donation of a buddy bench valued at approximately $1,200 for Pulaski Street. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. A second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? Thank you. Yes, definitely. Thank you. All in favor? And the motion passes. And letter J, approval of field trips. We have 2. One is a field trip Friday and Saturday, April 24th and 25th, 2026, for the high school wind ensemble, chamber choir, jazz ensemble. We also know that the high school chamber orchestra, we're going to add them on for the next one. They were just left off by accident. to visit Temple University in Philadelphia for lectures, clinics with professors, a campus tour, watch a performance of the Philadelphia Orchestra, and then after that they will be going off to Dave & Buster's. That's on Friday, and then on Saturday the ensembles will head to New Jersey to compete in Music in the Parks at an approximate total cost of the district of $1,300. And the second one is for a field trip of approximately 6 students at the NJROTC to travel to Warwick County Park in Pottstown, Pennsylvania for the Area 2 Orienteering Championship on Saturday, October 25th, 2025, at an approximate cost of the district of $600. Can I get a motion to accept the field trips? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. A second? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Any questions, comments? Good luck yet to everybody. All in favor? And the motion passes. Board member committees, we had the audit and the policy.
The Audit Committee met on October 8th to review the draft 2024-2025 external audit report presented by the Bondino Group. The auditors anticipate a clean, unmodified opinion with no material weaknesses or compliance findings. Overall, the district's financial position improves by about $2.25 million, and the total fund balance stands at roughly $51 million, with a strong favorable budget variance of nearly $10 million. The committee also reviewed proposed reserve funding for 2025 year, consistent with the June board resolution, totaling about $5.1 million across various reserves. Discussion focused on timing, transparency, and standard practices used by other districts. The final audit report will be presented to the full board at the end of October, and the ST3 filing is on track for submission to the State Education Department.
I have the report for the Policy Committee. The Policy Committee met on October 15th, 2025, with Board of Education members Erica Murphy, Kelly Freeborn, and Dr. Julio Gonzalez, along with Assistant Superintendent Laura Arcuri, Superintendent Robert Hagan, and District Clerk Dawn Buzahusky in attendance. The committee began by reviewing the Title IX policy and accompanying regulation on sex discrimination and sex-based harassment. The clear and convincing standard of evidence was affirmed, and it was noted that the policy will be posted on the district website as required. In the community relations section, the committee recommended updates to the public comment at board meetings policy to clarify that only district residents may speak and that each speaker may comment once per meeting. The group also discussed the development of a new social media commenting policy. Members agreed that the district pages should not serve as open forums and expressed support for disabling comments while allowing posts to remain shareable. This topic will be brought to the full board for discussion. The committee reviewed the new policy establishing the role of the ex officio student member of the board, aligning practice with state law and the NYSBA recommendations. Several instructional policies were also reviewed, including the revised timeout and physical restraint policy and regulation, which expand guidance to all students and emphasize de-escalation, same-day parent notification, and continued staff CPI training. Minor edits were also approved for homebound instruction policy. Within the student section, updates were recommended for the Code of Conduct definitions to include smartphones and smart devices, and a minor revision to the student records policy was approved to remove place of birth from directory information. A new policy on extreme heat condition days was introduced to provide flexibility during high temperature events, and the committee reviewed significant updates to the recruiting and hiring policy to modernize language and reflect current administrative practices. The meeting concluded with an action item to post updated Title IX policies, forward recommended policies to the full board for first reading, seek legal review on specific terminology in the Code of Conduct, and continue crisis prevention training for staff.
Thank you. Do we have any board member remarks?
I'm not sure if anyone saw, but Outdoor Tom, who's a writer for Newsday, recently did an article about fishing clubs that we have across Suffolk County, one of which, of course, the one we're most proud of is the one here in Riverhead, led by Mr. Garrett Moore. It was just a wonderful article about the fishing club, and not only exposing students to unbelievably an activity that they may not have ever been exposed to, but also teaching them the value of conservation and the importance of protecting our environment. I love the student comments and the fact that we're able to offer such a terrific club for our students amongst all the other wonderful clubs and activities that the district provides. I always say there is something for everyone at Riverhead. You just have to go to it. And so tell your kids, all you students out there, join something.
I just wanted to thank Pulaski Street School, Ms. Farmer, Ms. Woodhill, for the wonderful presentation tonight. People often ask me why I am on the board, and my why is always the kids, the community, the staff. When I decided to run for the board, it was not just a decision for me. I sat with my husband and kids, and it was a family decision. And as my tenure comes for me to rerun, my kids and my husband unanimously are like, yes, do it again. I take such pride and joy in going to Pulaski and being part of their events. So really, it means so much. Thank you very much. And with that, I was pleasure to attend the Garfield Langhorne ceremony earlier in the month. And the children's essays were phenomenal, explaining how they exemplified the traits of Garfield Langhorne of kindness and bravery and service before self, sacrifice, and how he influences them every day. Also, this has been a busy month. I am also on the Riverhead Athletic Club, and I wanted to thank the facilities, security, the administration of the building, the high school specifically, for supporting. We had a 5K and then the Hall of Fame, and everything was perfect. The compliments, Riverhead Police Department supporting us, the ambulance. It's just amazing to watch what this community does, watching the teachers and staff get out there, the other board members getting on the course, raising money for the kids in the athletic community, and watching homecoming, getting to work at the snack bar this weekend was actually a lot of fun, and I will do it again. But it just shows that what a wonderful community. I mean, I went to high school here. I chose to come back and raise my kids here, and I hope that the kids that are in this community now feel the same way when they're starting their families. Just thank you.
I wanted to echo what Erica just said about homecoming. What an amazing show of Blue Wave spirit. I also grew up here and went to high school here and also chose to raise my family here. And it was so nice sitting in the stands and, from the custodians to the security to the police department to the faculty and staff, the Hall of Fame. It was amazing. The team was spirited, all the cheerleaders, everybody really had such a part to making that day amazing. I know as we drove through the parade, the faces out there, everyone was happy, and I just thought it made a really wonderful Saturday. The weather was perfect, and everyone worked hard. Congratulations to everybody, especially the football team, who I know has been working unbelievably hard to create a team that is strong and confident, and they went out on that field, and they were strong, and they were confident, and we're very proud of everybody. So well done to everybody for the homecoming.
Okay, first of all, thanks to, we were this close not being able to run that concession stand. Before I talk about that, I just, my husband and I started helping out with that truck. And I have to give kudos to Matt and his wife, who's been doing it for like 10 years. You just take it for granted. You show up, get your hot dog, and there's so much that goes into it. And so I know that when you don't have the volunteers, and that we were at a point where we might not be able to run it, but, I put out myself and some other people in the Touchdown Club, SOSs. Every one of these board members were there. Not all of them could be working at the same time, as well as Mrs. Akuri and Jim Scudder's wife, as well as a lot of other football parents, as well as alumni that came back, so that where we went for it was like a handful, it was like a page long. So that's community, that's coming together, even if it's last minute. I also want to give a shout out because next weekend is the Blue Mask. They're putting on the Descendants, so to come out for that. And I just know there's just so much going on in all the schools. There's a lot of, like, I believe the golf team is going to be going towards the championship. Senior day, a lot of stuff going in the elementary schools. Some of our teams might not be having winning records, but they're getting, it's like a real sense of, like you said, they're coming together. You feel the spirit in the air. So that was a great weekend, by the way. The parades are fun.
Yeah, I would just also say that homecoming was a great weekend. It was great to see so many people there. It was great to see so many of the staff there. There were so many teachers and administrators there, whether they were just helping out or just cheering on. Mr. Rotkamp and then Mr. Randazzo with the music. Just like to thank everyone that it made a really great day. All the board members also that helped out.
Cheerleaders.
The cheerleaders,
Unbelievable.
everyone. Yeah, it was a great day. I would also like to say, yeah, definitely go see the Descendants. They've been working hard, those kids. It's always a great performance, so I always really enjoy it. So I would just definitely say to anyone, if you have the time next weekend, to go see it.
First, I know we had amazing younger students come in today and to talk about all of you, which is what I would like to do. I would like to thank all of the board members, our tech people, our translator, to just build this amazing team. And none of these meetings would be what they are without all of you guys working together. That I'm honored to be part of. I appreciate all of you for being so welcoming. When I first came, I had no idea what I was doing. And I was scared because I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna expect. I was texting Ann about our past. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I say? And all of you welcomed me with kindness, which is what I really appreciate from all of you. And I look forward to coming to all these board meetings, working with such an amazing team. I'd also like to personally thank Dr. Hagan for all his hard work, his commitment, and unwavering support to all of our schools and community. Your leadership and support have made lasting impacts on others, on students, staff, families throughout Riverhead. We truly appreciate all that you do to help our district grow and thrive. So thank you, Dr. Hagan.
Thank you so much for that. If anybody knows me, I really don't like the spotlight at all. So thank you for doing that. But yeah, I echo that as well. This is an amazing team and amazing team effort, not only on the board, but throughout this district. And you and all the students here are part of that team as well. So it's really nice to be moving all in the same direction. So really, thank you so much.
Do we have any RCFA comments?
Wait, one more thing.
Sorry.
We do have to give thanks because Rod fed us a delicious meal.
Oh, yes, yes.
Do not want to remiss.
Yeah.
I know we've gotten some goodies here from, I'm sure, from all the different unions, and so we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. RCFA comments?
Gregory Wallace, RCFA President. I want to take a minute to recognize our members who got tenure this evening. Courtney Bevis, Antonia Fiume, Carly Lucarelli, Jacqueline McManus, and Morgan Sanchez. Congratulations.
I know.
We're proud to announce that the Harlem Wizards are coming back on November 6th. The Harlem Wizards has been a fundraiser of the RCFA for the RCFA Scholarship Fund. All funds raised from this event goes directly to Riverhead students. We've also used these funds to help students in needs. During COVID, we actually purchased Chromebooks for students. So this is a great event, and we hope you come and support it. As far as the Board of Ed goes, the public sees you here once or twice a month for an hour or two, but not everybody realizes all the work that goes on behind the scenes and all the time and effort you put in when nobody's actually watching. We recognize that. We know how difficult your job is. We know how much time and effort you put into our community, and from the bottom of our heart, thank you for your service to our community and our children.
Do we have any comments from Brown?
Hi, everyone. Jason Rodkamp, co-president of Riverhead Administrators Association. Just on behalf of the Riverhead Administrators Association, I would like to extend our deepest thank you for all of your support, for all of the programs, and for supporting all of our student initiatives. We really have great stuff because of all your support, so thank you for that.
Thank you. Do we have any public comments?
Good evening, Lisa Douglas-Abe, Union Treasurer for CSEA Non-Instructional Unit.
Jill Chichotke, President.
On behalf of the CSEA Non-Instructional Unit, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge the Board of Education this evening. We recognize the time and commitment that goes into serving on the board and the role you play in supporting the schools, the community, and the staff. Thank you for your service and the opportunity to work together in support of all of us. Thank you. Let me just have a little
Thank you.
for all of you.
Thank you.
Danny Furby, Riverhead, New York. I guess I have a question about you when you was talking about, I like how you said everybody should come here and be able to speak. Now I have a question. You say only business people or people who live here, but I feel like everybody's a taxpayer, like the people come and see the aquarium. People bring money to the community. If something happened in the community, they should have the right to come here and speak about it.
Okay.
That's how I feel. And I think that's how she feel too.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, I want to thank the people to clean the school, because my son won't use a public building, and he uses a school building. Right? And the principal's the best this year. And I didn't get to speak to you yet, but they said you're good, and you took care of everything when I came to talk to you the other day. I thank you. And I hope they don't shun you out for talking against them.
No, nobody stops Miss Healy from talking.
Because
She
y'all
speaks her
y'all
mind.
supposed to be here for the kids in the community. So we supposed to come to y'all with our problems. And y'all supposed to listen to them and try to fix them. But every time, everybody raised their hands and agreed to everything. She the only one since I've been coming here to stand up for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Do we have any online comments? No? Okay. Seeing no more comments, can I get a motion to adjourn? Mr. Wallace, thank you. Second? Ms. Murphy, all in favor? Motion passes, and we will see everyone again on November 19th. Am I right? Yes, November 19th.
Please help support the Riverhead Central School District YouTube channel by subscribing. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, please be sure to push that subscribe button and click the bell to receive notifications. Thank you.